This drawing is now ready to be plotted at 1/2 inch equals a foot. Now, we have created the one dimension style for that scale. What if we had wanted to print this out at a different scale and we had to make some changes right now? I want to show you going into Format, Dimension Style, and I want to show you how we're going to create another dimension style. This time it's going to be based on the existing one, and it's going to be very quick and simple. Let's say, for example, that I wanted this drawing to print at 1/4 inch equals a foot. I would then have to create a new style based on the 1/4 inch equals a foot scale factor, and that value is 48. So what I'm going to do is select New. The new style name, it is a copy of my VTC24, but I'm going to modify that name, and we'll continue to have the VTC prefix, but the suffix is going to be the scale factor for 1/4 inch equals a foot, which happens to be 48. And yes, I do want it to start with 24. Now I click on Continue. When I do that, all of the values that we previously set will remain. The only value that changes is under the Fit tab. Again, I indicated that you should read it as use scale factor of. As you can see, previously was set to 24, but now our new dimension style is for 1/4 inch equals a foot. That scale factor is 48, therefore this should read 48. And that is all you have to do in your changes. Everything else remains absolutely the same. This basically means, say for example, the text height continues to be 1/8 inch, but it will now get multiplied by the scale factor of 48. Same for the lines and arrows. All of the values you see here will in turn be multiplied by this factor of 48. I will now select OK, and I will set it as my current style, and now I will close. So the changes have been made. Now let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to dimension this opening. I'm going to select linear dimension from this intersection to this endpoint. I'm going to move that text out. I'm going to place the dimension line here. So as you can see, if this drawing were to print at 1/4 inch equals a foot, the text needs to be bigger in order to compensate for the reduction in scale. And there's the difference between a dimension style for 1/4 inch versus a dimension style for 1/2 inch. As you can see, the tick marks have increased in size. The extensions have also increased. The distance between the dimension line to the text also seems to have increased, and the text itself. So you ask yourself that if I would like all of my dimensions to have this now, to look similar to this, what needs to happen? You may think that you would have to erase, but that's not the case. I am going to select from Dimension, and I'm going to select the option that reads Update. When I select Update, I'll pick, let's say, this dimension and this one, and I might as well use a crossing window to pick that one, and a crossing window here. And now I'm going to enter. When I do that, my dimension has been updated to the current style, and it goes very quick. Now the only change I would need to do here is to select this text and place it outside of the dimension line, or rather the extension lines, and do the same with the other, placing it there so that it can read a little better. If I need to create another style, simply going to Format, Dimension Style, select New. Let's now create a dimension style for an 1/8 inch drawing. 1/8 inch, that value is 96. It doesn't matter if I start with 48 or 24, because when I select Continue, the only change I want to make is in this window, setting that to 96, and again this value matches that value. Selecting OK and close. And from my toolbar I can go ahead and make any one of those my current style, just like I can select a layer and make that a current layer. And there we have 3 styles, one that took a little bit of time to establish, but the other 2 were created instantly.